So back home, everyone thinks Oxford is the best university in the world. My mom was overjoyed when she found out I was coming to study at Oxford. She knew that it'd been a big dream of mine for a long time, and I think it was also one of hers.
So with the fellowship program, we were acknowledging the fact that our materials historically have been used at the graduate, postgraduate level, researcher level, if you will. But we really are understanding that the archives that Gale publishes and the tools that we use are being used increasingly in the undergraduate space. So it made sense to us to get involved in Oxford's sort of pioneering work. The establishment of a new master's in digital scholarship meant that it was a logical next step for us to get involved in this new cutting-edge master's program.
Oxford has led the world in digital scholarship for many decades, but we've never offered a training in that before now. So in this new degree, this MSc in digital scholarship, this is finally a chance for Oxford to offer the opportunity to students to come to Oxford and learn digital tools and methods and how to apply them to their humanities research.
So I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. I grew up in a large family with 8 siblings. I was never bored. We didn't live in like a super big house, so it was definitely chaotic. I always had to share a room and I was always surrounded by family, and it was really fun. After my A-levels, I then got into the University of Bristol to study English. And it was a really great experience in which I learned a lot about myself and my interests. And so before doing my master's, I decided to take a year out to kind of explore those interests. And I ended up working as a content analyst for an art fair, working as an educational development officer at a university museum, and then as a teaching assistant at a sixth form college in Nigeria. During the time I was in Bristol, I started to look at the digital scholarship program at Oxford.
The future is definitely digital, and this is a great opportunity for students who are trained in the humanities to gain digital tools.
I was specifically interested in Oxford's program because from all the other ones I'd seen, it had a very practical element to it, which allowed you to work as a research assistant in a real-life Oxford digital project, and that was something that I didn't see anywhere else.
The students get to choose from over 40 different digital projects that they can go and join that team, and that's called a practicum placement. So students in Trinity term get to go and join a practicum placement where they join a digital team, and they're part of that team for 20 hours a week, and that's a very important part of the program, this very practical aspect, and the chance for students to come and work with world leaders in that particular space.
It made all the difference. I don't think I would have been here without the bursary, because even a month before when I learned that I'd gotten accepted into the program, I was happy, but there was still a bit of hesitation because of the fact that I knew that I wouldn't be able to take up this opportunity without the financial assistance of the bursary.
It's really important for tech companies to partner with scholars and to work together to create great tools and methods in digital scholarship. So this partnership between Gale and the University of Oxford is a great opportunity for that.
When I found out that I was awarded the Gale Bursary, I was over the moon because it meant that I didn't have to worry about the financial burden and I could fully take on this opportunity to study at Oxford.
When we think about digital humanities, it's such a young field and one that continually is evolving. And so what we wanted to do was to continue learning for our own purposes, to be a part of that. And we thought that by contributing towards scholarships and bursaries, this would be a great way to really use an incubator at Oxford to bring scholars from around the world and really further that learning. It's a way of giving back, but it's also a way for us to learn more.